So today's video, let's talk about cigars you've never heard of before, because I have a number of them sitting in front of me that you probably never heard of. If you have, let me know in the comment section down below, but there's probably a good chance you may not have, especially if you're a newer smoker in the last couple of years anyway. So in no particular order, let's start. This cigar right here, you may recognize the name, you may not. This is Chris Dumet from the show Gold Rush on the Discovery Channel, which has been airing forever. The story behind this cigar is I was following Chris Dumet on Facebook, and if you watch the show, he's always smoking a cigar. So I sent him a message one day just out of the blue. I'm like, hey, I work for Napa Cigars. Would you like to come by and do like a meet and greet? And sure enough, he comes out. We meet him, do the whole thing, and then he comes out with a cigar. We bring him back, and comes out with this Dumet cigar right here. Unfortunately, he sold the company to Tradesman Cigar Co., which is in Beaverton, Oregon, which is super close to where I'm at. So those guys are not producing the Dumet cigar, I don't think, anymore. Actually, I haven't looked at their website in a while. They may still have some left. They're actually making just Tradesman cigars now. Maybe the same blend, I'm not sure. But Chris's cigars were all about the trucks or the equipment they had on the show. And this one right here, you can see is D10, which was named after one of the big, rock moving trucks that were on there. Good cigar though. If you can find them, definitely pick some up. It's worth your time to try them. Next one, this is from my buddy Brady out at Jeremy Jack Cigars in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. This is called a Libby Lula, which basically translates into Dragonfly, which is what's on the band right there. He makes a number of cigars, and this is probably my favorite one that he makes, just because it's a Maduro. I love Maduros. It's solid medium, just a really good cigar. This particular one right here, I'll show you. This is what we call yellow cello. Look at the cellophane on there. You know how good this is going to be when it gets smoked? I mean, look at that. Look at the yellowing on there, the aging on this cigar. It's going to be fantastic. So anyway, I'll leave a little link to his shop out there. Again, it's in Jackson Hole. Check it out if you're interested in purchasing them. I don't make any money off this. I'm just doing this because Brady's a good friend of mine, and these cigars should be more known than they are. Anyway, Jeremy Jack Cigars. Next one up, this company is certainly out of business. I do know that. You may have never heard of them, Cornelius and Anthony. Quick story behind this cigar here. I met these guys back in 2018 at IPCPR. Went to their booth, talked to them about their cigars. They gave me a big old handful of them. I think it was like one of each in their line. And I was circling the booth, or circling the trade show again, came back around by their booth, and the guy who was in there, I don't remember his name, unfortunately. He called me back over there and he said, hey, let me give you my business card, and here's some more cigars. And he dumped like 30 cigars in the bag that I had. He's all, enjoy. It's like, shit. So I kind of been smoking them over the years, but anyway, have a few left. Again, Cornelius and Anthony, again, they are no longer in business, but if you can find them, give it a shot, because they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Next one up is the Zen from Nish Patel. A really good cigar. I bought a box of these, actually a box and a half, if I remember correctly. I still have some left. These are very peppery, very spicy. If you're in that type of a mood, which I do like in a cigar, these are really good. The draw is great, and they're 45-minute cigar, maybe an hour tops. I'd say 45 minutes at the most. Really, really good with like a bourbon. If you like bourbon or scotch, super good with that. Pairs really well. Anyway, this is the Zen from Nish Patel. Next up, I don't have a bunch of information on this cigar. I don't remember a whole lot about it. Eric, the owner of Napa Cigars, his friend was producing these. We had him come down to do an event to promote his cigar. I don't even know if he's making these anymore, but it's called the #1 cigar. You can see it right there, and that's a picture of his dog. Unfortunately, the dog passed away a while back, but that was a picture of his dog. He produced these cigars, number of sizes, number of different blends and whatnot. I remember it being a pretty decent cigar. But anyway, there you go, #1 cigar. Next up, Savoy. This is from the Savoy family. These are basically I wouldn't say like a throwaway cigar. They're basically kind of just a cheap, decent cigar. You can see right there, I purchased these from Rich's Cigars in Portland, Oregon. Last time I was over there, I don't know, a couple months ago. I bought 10 of them, $2.45. Great for, if you're out there putzing around the golf course, or you're out there pulling weeds or walking your dog or whatever, or if you have friends that don't really smoke cigars that want to get into the hobby, great to give to them. Again, Savoy, I know Holtz does sell them too. A great cigar for $2.45. Again, you may not have heard of that one either. Next one right here, I have a few of these left as well. This is OPK, or Old Powder Keg. This is the Corojo Maduro version. I'll kind of the camera does a really good job of kind of focusing in on the closer up stuff. There it is right there, OPK Chrome Reserve. Great cigar. The issue with this cigar is it's not really an issue, but it just takes a while. We're talking hour, 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours to smoke this cigar. Flavors are really good. Not strong at all. Medium body, in my opinion. Not a lot of nicotine hit in there, but the flavors are super good. Again, I haven't smoked one of these in a minute, but from what I do remember it being really good. Anyway, OPK. You can get these. I do think they're still available from Battleground Cigars in Connecticut, and I'll leave a link on the bottom below. But if you're interested, go check them out, OPK. Last one, this is from Viva Republica. This cigar I know is no longer available. I got this from a friend of mine who we kind of cigar bombed each other, and he included a few of these in there. I think this is the last one that I have, but kind of an interesting band right there. Again, I keep all of these in what I call my aging humidor, just because I want them to age, and then I'll smoke them at some point as they've got some age on them. And then you saw what happens with this one, get that yellow cello on there. And when that happens, the cigars are super good, especially if they're humidified correctly. But this one, again, here it is right here. It's got an interesting band on it. It does say Viva Republica on the back there, and I think it says Modern Warfare as well on the band in the Lancero version. All right, so if you're out running around and you're, in a cigar shop and you come across, somebody who's, because sometimes like us, I go to Rich's Cigars in Portland, Oregon all the time, and in one of their humidors, they have cigars in there that I'll run into that I've never seen or never heard of, and I'll usually grab them just to try them. Same thing with these. If you guys are running around a cigar shop and you see these, laying around, or you see a cigar you've never heard of, then grab it and try it. You never know. I always tell people to, take notes on their cigars and what they've tried, what they haven't tried. This way, because like I said, every one of these cigars I've smoked, and they're all great cigars for what they are. Especially like the Savoy for $2.45. I mean, it's a really good cigar. Anyway, if you like this type of content, let me know. I thought it was just a little different type of video to do, just to show some of the cigars that I have that I've had for a long time, and again, it's things you may not have heard of. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. I will see you folks in the next video. Take care.